All right, welcome everybody. This is Senior and Junior talking about teeny tiny trains and the DLC, The Enchanted Attic. And I don't believe that Junior got to any of the Enchanted Attic DLC part when we streamed this. Well, he streamed it with me helping along as much as I could. But I wanted to show you guys how this game progresses and how you really can't take a book by its cover, judge a book by its cover, I guess you would say. Because if Junior goes into the game here, you'll see he's finished chapter 1, all gold tickets. Except for the mastery. We'll get to those in a few minutes. And working his way through chapter 2. And we still have many more chapters to go before we get to the Enchanted Attic DLC. But if he goes into chapter 1, world 1, you will see that this is very basic, very simple, something, well, like the game kind of portrays itself, childlike. Now, I got this game for Junior because he played with wooden trains. I thought of Thomas the Tank. That's why I said tank. But it's wooden trains, which is what Junior had when he was a kid, and I thought this would be an interesting puzzle game for him to try now that he's an adult, going back to what he enjoyed doing as a kid, playing with these old wooden trains. And as I said, we've been through the first chapter and a half, and those 6 tiles that he's laid out there are pretty much your tiles. That is your track. You have your straight track, your curve track, your wide track, your cross track, your branch track, and your double curve track. And things really ramp up from here when you get going through. I felt when we were first playing that the first bit of this game was really childish. Because the first, what would you say, maybe 6 were really boring like this, where it was like send train from here to there. And it's like, okay, anybody could do this. But then
jamming through these levels, but again, then the tutorial levels. It's basically what you'd expect.
Yeah. But once you get into the game, there got to be a few levels that were really, really difficult to figure out. And by the way, those little trees, you will come to hate those little trees. You will wish you had a bulldozer or a chainsaw for those little trees. Because they put them in just the absolute worst places.
No way to get rid of them either.
No, you can't pick them up. You can't move them. They're just there. Now, if Junior takes and we leave...
actually, I was looking for one of these because I did want to mention this is one of the things that really makes it harder in the long run. Because we never did fully understand the markers.
Oh,
like
yeah.
One, it needs a blue and it needs a red. You'd figure, okay, blue first, then red. But in other times, it seems like it goes the other way, and red has to get there first, then blue. So it was really hard to... You had to basically play it, send a train in to figure out which one had to be first in the first place.
Yeah, go to, what was it, chapter 2, one of the last ones you did, where you had, like, 4 different colors coming in.
Yeah, so it was this one that we ended up so stumped on, and I had to figure out which ones come out in which order and how to get them all to connect in the right places. It gets
And we
really difficult.
and you still haven't figured out how to gold this one yet.
I don't even think I ever actually finished that one. Well, I was older.
Go back like 2. I'm looking for the one that had the 4 that, like this one here.
This is actually something real quick that's interesting. It's saving the thing that I did. Like, this is how I solved it. It actually saved it, so I can go back, look at it, and then replay it.
Oh yeah, that is interesting. And one
never
thing that
noticed
this will point out, I was assuming that it was the track count that mattered for most of this when Junior was trying to figure out. It's not actually the track count, it's the train traversing the track that is counted. So you can lay as much track as you want. It's just how long does it take for your trains to get from point A to point B, and you need to do it in the tightest amount of time within, whatever their limit is. And I believe 69 is the exact limit on this one to get gold.
I think. So that's one thing I never really seen was the ones that I could just jam out like that. I never did actually see what the tile count required is.
Right. And see, this is where they start.
Switches on it too.
Yes, but those switches and gates are not something you place. He still can only place. Right. He can still only place the 6 original. Even though they're adding more elements, he still only can manipulate 6 tiles. Now, go to the mastery of chapter 1 and let's show them what we still have not figured out how to do yet. This will be a good explanation of it. You see how it has yellow, green, blue, and red on 2 different depots that need to have trains put in. One thing that they didn't tell us, that at least that I didn't see, was how you tell which one of those markers is marker 1 and which one is marker 4. And we were assuming, it was like yellow, green, blue, red, or yellow, green, red, blue. And it ends up being yellow, blue, green, red, if I remember correctly.
So for some reason, it didn't actually save the other part of this track here. That's weird to me. Why didn't it save how I got that in?
I think
I never did it.
I think you got mad and took it out because you still couldn't get it quite right.
Yeah.
Because you have, if you go back to where it starts without any of the trains moving, to explain this level a little bit, you have 2 depots that are setting out 2 different color trains, which you then have to mix and send to 2 other depots in different orders. So you can't just do yellow, blue, green, red, because if you tried to stack them like that. Because it's the opposite on the other one. It's green, red, yellow, blue. And so you have to do a lot of manipulating.
With these 2 depots sitting right there facing each other, I can only put those 2 turn tracks in there. Anything else, they just collide with each other. So then I have to deal with the green and red over here, with the yellow and blue over here, and then trying to get the green and the red into here without accidentally sending it the wrong direction or crashing into what's already here. It's a real pain.
And
especially with the dang trees in the way. Like, if this tree wasn't here, I could do it.
And to give a quick explanation, what would make this so much easier was if you could denote when those red marks flipped on the branches and the Ys, but you can't. It is flipping one to the other when a train comes by. So you
no
have to
control of
set,
that.
you only can control the first step. So, because like if he clicks on one of these before he starts to play, he can change it. But that's not going to say you can only go that way. It's going to flip to the other one once the train goes over it, as you just seen. And that makes it really complicated because you have to time when the trains are coming across and which way you need them to go. And that's why we have this weird loop thing here, is to get one to go one way, one to go the other way, and then bring them back together at the right time. And, you know, as you can see, we still haven't figured this one out yet. So even...
See, I changed that one, and now it's totally messed it up with the other side doesn't finish anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It could be as simple as flipping it the wrong direction.
Yep. And, you know, if you go back to the beginning, it's just set up a wooden train straight from one depot to another. Just the simplest little game you've ever seen. And then you get to just chapter 1's mastery levels, and it's like, no.
Yes, I mean, I haven't even looked at the other mastery levels.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4, and 5 we haven't even looked at yet.
I mean, holy crap. How am I supposed to manage that one?
What in the world are you doing here?
Yeah, you see, this is where they screw you with the trees. Because, I mean, I can only lay track right there. I cannot lay track anywhere else. It's like I have to use this little bit of space out here to be able to sort out these trees as they come out and get them into the right ones.
Oh, so this is going to be even more of a pain in the butt because the yellow and the green have to go in over here, and the red and the blue have to go in over there, with the blue and the green in the middle, but they can only go down. You have 2 tracks to deal with 3 depots. Which means once you start putting in branches or Ys, they're going to jump back and forth. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to us trying to figure this one out. This is going to be a pain in the butt. But that's why he jumped. Yeah, that's why we jumped ahead to chapter 2, and I think we're going to go back and do the mastery stuff later. Because these are really kicking us in the butt when you get to those mastery levels. But I just wanted to show you.
You don't have to complete all the levels to be able to unlock the next chapter, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't figure. Yeah, and with you getting gold tickets, it's even better.
And like this one, last one we were stuck on, it's the whole shuffling around the trains thing. It's like I gotta get a blue over here, but it can't interact because that's the other thing. These don't like stagger when they come out. You can't, say, "Hey, hold on a minute." No, they're coming.
Yeah,
you got to sit there and shuffle the trains and manage to shuffle them without running into each other.
Yep, it is a definite logistic nightmare puzzle, and it is very fun trying to figure it out. And I love the idea that they put it into something as basic as classic wooden train set. I really enjoy. I'm gonna play this game myself. I'm gonna not play it ahead of Junior so I can try to help him without knowing what to do, because the problem solving between us is interesting. I don't want to just sit there and go, "Oh, well, you just do it this way." That's boring. It's more fun for us to throw ideas at each other and work off of each other and try to figure out how things need to be done. But I just want to make this short video to show this to you guys. Also, little admin on the back end here. We were given the key to this game for free. There is a link in the description. If you would like to go and try the game, we're not getting any monetary compensation for doing this video. We were just given a key to the game for free. We did, as I said, stream this. So if you would like to go to our alternate YouTube channel and check it out there, I believe we put it there. If not, we did on our Twitch channel, but I believe it's on our alternate channel. Which is where we put these kind of one-off games that are not our normal content. But I thought you guys would enjoy a look at this, and so here it is. Remember, the link is in the description. Check it out. It's fun. It's got achievements. If you like achievements, there's tons of them.
47 to be exact.
Correct. Which Junior has gotten nowhere near all of them.
No, but we also got 31 and a half chapters.
Correct.
Yep. So, teeny tiny trains.
Yep.
Honestly,
and Junior,
I quite enjoy it.
Junior will be doing more streams of it occasionally. It's not something we do all the time, but like once a week, once every 2 weeks, he'll jump in here and we'll work on some more of it. So if you enjoy the look of this and want to see him and I problem solve and, well, do our normal arguing through things, because you know that has to be a thing. If the two of us are doing something together, there has to be a little bit of arguing.
How we work best.
Yes. Keep a lookout on our Discord or our Twitch and alternate YouTube channel, because that's where it will be. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.
Later.